Hey, this is CSB 853 coming at you from Thoughts on a Walk. Sorry about the sun. Can't do much about that right now. Yeah, my hair is looking a little crazy. Still looking alright though. But yeah, while this quarantining kind of thing's going on, just gonna let it grow out until I'm ready to get a cut again. But you know, the curls is there, it's popping. But anyway, the reason why I would decide to do a Thoughts on a Walk, you can look at the beautiful flowers, is because I got something to say for all these people flipping out on celebrities recently with some things, you know? So, oh, sorry, something flew on my phone. So, for example, we got Gwyneth Paltrow right there saying kind of like a joke about the situation where she said, I've already been in this movie, you know, keep your hands safe. She was trying to be cheeky. But people apparently took that as, you can't do this and you can't joke and da 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 da, when she was kind of trying to basically be cheeky and try to reference it. Was it a great joke? No, it's just a quick thing to say. Wrote a couple down. You got Evangeline Lilly, the chick that plays the Wasp. All right, folks, listen. Every time someone does something, doesn't immediately mean they need to be fired from their job. I think people are not understanding because you're thinking of the position of, well, they have millions and I don't. Look at it like this. You may have more money than somebody else to the point where they look at you like you got a ton of money. They looking at you with what you got, but they don't know your situation. So, for example, I have a friend of mine, not going to name names, but we had a conversation. And this friend asked me when I got hired at my new job, you know, oh, how much, they're paying. We're close enough we can talk about that. And I told him. And from there, they're like, what? And you ain't got this and you ain't got that. You ain't got your house yet. But you're making that kind of money. And I'm like, it's not a whole lot of money. Now, to me, it's not. But to them, they do it. Now, here's the difference. They work at a retail place. I work, not saying exactly where I work, but I work basically with finances to a degree. Not saying how deep or whatever, but basically just look at it, just think about it that I can talk to you about a bank and some of the things banks do or mortgages stuff. So I'm making a little more, but I'm making less than I was making at my other place, but it's holding me down, it's good, and it's doing a thing, and I actually like the place that I work at. They're good people, really good people. So, but I didn't think about it. I was like, why are you like talking like it's the craziest thing? But there's such a gap in between that they don't know all the things I have, because for that price, the reason why I go for jobs for that amount is because I have those kind of bills. You know what I'm saying? So now you are looking at Angeline Lilly. I can't say her name right, Miss Lilly. Here's the thing. In the area that she's at, there is no quarantining like it is in Jersey, Illinois, Cali, and other places. They're allowed to go out. They're allowed to do this, They're not, we're all told that, hey, try to practice social distancing. But if they don't want to, they're not breaking the law. She didn't make a big announcement. She did something on Twitter, and everybody's coming at her to the point they're like, well, now she needs to be removed from WASP. Why? All right. Let's look at it like this. Go through your life. You've said stupid stuff before. You've said ignorant stuff. You may have said something racial. You may have said something biased. You may have said something prejudiced. You may have said something that just was like, wait, what? And even when we were younger, we did stupid stuff. I can say I have. And as I've gotten older, I was like, wow, that was stupid. So should you get fired from your job because of that? If you said something, she doesn't like it because she feels as though it's martial law, which it kind of is. So what? We're trying to keep people safe. Now, all that tells you is that she's willing to risk her family. Drop the sun here. She's willing to risk her family, safety, and health because she doesn't see it as big of a deal, right? So calling her out on it, okay. If you want to, it's dumb that she said it because people are dying out here. But it's also her right to risk her family and to do that and to expose her family. Now, with that being said, I do understand people are not just worried about that. They're worried about, well, if you expose her family, she might be exposed to other people. Well, let's look at the bigger picture here. In that area, they don't have the quarantine, curfews, nothing. So no matter what, people are being exposed because they don't have the lockdown like other places. Maybe and people aren't practicing social distancing. Hey, I've seen people not practice it, and we do have a quarantine around my area where you have to be in the house at a certain time without a special letter and stuff. So that's what I'm saying. You got to look at it from that point of view too. She's not the only person that's doing that. But everybody's jumping on her like, well, she needs to lose her job because she's inspiring kids. Once again, people, celebrities are not your parents and not your kids' parents. The people who are supposed to be raising the kids the right way are the parents. If they look up to the celebrities, the parents need to straighten that out. You can look up to a celebrity, but to emulate them, no, you got to be on top of your kids. So no, she does not need to lose her job because she says something dumb and insensitive. And yes, it was dumb and insensitive because it's not just about martial law. It's about people trying to keep people safe. She ain't trying that. Okay. Like, you gotta, calm down. And then you got Vanessa Hudgens, who's usually a very lovely person from anything I've seen of her. And I've even heard about Evangeline Lilly being sweet and nice. But let's go to Vanessa Hudgens. She's basically saying, let me see here, I wrote some things down, that she thinks that this could be going on for a few months is BS. She's not the only person I've heard say that. I've talked to people and they said, no, I think this will be over in another month. I don't see it. I think they're exasperating the situation, or they're adding to the situation, or they're making it worse, or the media's propaganding it, all this other stuff. And I know Paltrow said something too about all these things and it said propaganda. Yeah, there's some flakiness going on. But when you're talking about her, and I do apologize for doing some construction around here, but people, like I've seen people who said they have cancer and other things, and they're like, well, I'm susceptible, so you don't care about me, and you don't do this, and you see, you're a piece of trash, and blah, 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 blah. No, here's the thing that people need to also learn. A lot of people only can see in their situation, and this is not a celebrity problem. I'm tired of people going, well, the celebrity said, no, it's a people problem. People have a thing where a lot of times they're very self-centered and very selfish. That doesn't mean they're a selfish person, but their thoughts and their mindset is selfish. So she's not experiencing it from an outer point of view. So she's only seeing it from where she is. And she's like, I get it. It's a virus. Maybe she's mad because she can't do her summer thing. Hey, I can't do Free Comic Book Day, and that's one of my favorite days of the year. Okay? So people have frustration. They have cabin fever. And she said something dumb because she was like, a virus, I get it. Now, that doesn't mean she didn't say it wasn't true. She was like, everybody gets it, I respect it. People are going to get it, they're going to die. Now, when I see people with ailments, and I have family who, if they get it, they have a compromised immune system. So don't think I'm just talking like, out of my cheeks or something. Like, this is real. But when she's saying like, no, people are going to die, it's inevitable, everybody's jumping like, I can't believe you said that. Well, it's true. People are dying. It is inevitable. Now, like I said, does that mean she needs to go about it the way she did? Heck no. Was it something needed to be said? Heck no. Oh, there's not a jackhammer near me. So all I'm saying is, can we please stop acting like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't call her out or don't call anyone out like, yo, Why'd you say that? That was insensitive. Because it was insensitive. It was extremely insensitive. It was messed up that she did that because she downplayed something that's a global pandemic because she seemed slightly annoyed. Not like Vanessa Hudgens, but, and I like a lot of these actors and stuff, but at the same time, people are like, your whole career is over. No, it's not. First off, all y'all stop saying that, because you're going to go see their movies, you're going to go bump their music, you're going to be mad for a bit, and then you're going to jump back on it. Because how I know? Because there's a whole bunch of people who swear they hate Mark Ruffalo. I don't. But then yet his movies still do fine for what they need. So the biggest thing is this. Yes, calling out celebrity is one thing. Trying to get their job because they said something, now you're trying to impede on their right to have freedom of speech. You also have the right to jump on that and, like, you know, be like, yo, I can't believe you said that. At the same time, if you start harping on it, you're doing it just as bad as they are, because they still have the right to say what they feel or say what they think or say what they are. She doesn't like Donald Trump. She thinks he's a liar. I personally have my own feelings about Donald Trump for a lot of things. So do other people. Some people love him. Some people hate him. Some people are in the middle about him. But can we please chill out with the whole cancel culture? It needs to be done. Stop it. It's over. Cancel culture, it needs to be canceled. Trying to cancel someone every time a celebrity or something says something, then here's the thing. When the actors and all of them did a thing and they sung together and people were like, that was garbage. What are you doing to help? No. Only question yourself. What are you doing to help? Stop always asking celebrities, oh, they got millions of dollars and stuff. Don't worry about what they got. That's another problem. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying not every situation you want to sometimes bring it up, but they're like, hey, I want to share this with the world. So did Italy, so did other people. I seen videos of people singing and stuff, but nobody's jumping all over them. So if you need to remember that these celebrities are also human, and they say stupid stuff. We say stupid stuff. Everybody says stupid stuff. Holding them hyper accountable for it and trying to ruin their whole lives because of it, because they said something dumb and insensitive, is ridiculous. If you don't want to bump them no more, if you don't want to mess with them no more, then don't. Speak with your wallet. But this whole, well, everyone needs to lose their job because they said something. They didn't break a law. They didn't put their hands on somebody. They didn't do something like an Amber Heard. So can we please chill out a little bit, people? Just a little bit. Just a little. Okay? Yeah, I get it. You want to share your thoughts and things with Vanessa Hudgens, Evangeline Lilly, where you're calling her dumb and everything. That's fine, because what they said was dumb. But trying to take their careers away is stupid. Remember, everything you want to happen to a celebrity, you need to think about yourself. So if you said something dumb, like, oh, I think this is bogus, and don't think, if you're sitting there going, I would never say anything. Yes, you have. You have said something dumb. You may not have been called out on it, but you've said something dumb. But think about, should you lose your job because you said something that maybe people didn't agree with? And maybe you might even change your perspective. Like, wait, you know what? That was kind of bad. Okay? So just chill out. When people are sitting there going, well, I'm fighting cancer and I'm this, and thank you for telling me that my life doesn't matter. Okay, that sucks. And I feel very bad for you, and I think that's terrible. But why do you care that Vanessa Hudgens doesn't care about you? Now, like I said, I totally get saying something to her like, yo, thanks about that. But like, I've seen some people harp on it where they're like, yeah, well, you still don't care. Well, she apologized. Well, I don't take your apology. You don't have to accept her apology, but then stop saying, well, I think it's this. You don't know. You're going off on people you actually don't know. Celebrities are still people. You got to remember that. Treat them as people. They're dumb. They make mistakes. They just have a wider audience to show it in front of. Cameras are always in their face. So can we please just chill? And like I said, if you got cancer, you're compromised. I got family compromised too. Like, it sucks. And I'm sorry that that's happening to you. But at the same time, don't worry about what a celebrity thinks about you unless you know them. Don't worry about, oh, well, they don't care if I have this, and they don't care that my family's exposed, or I have this. No, they don't, because they don't know you. Just like you don't know them. You can say, hey, well, you have empathy. Not everybody has empathy for everybody else. There are people you have that are closer to you, and there's people you have that you have sympathy for. And sometimes you don't, and sometimes it's fake where you're just like, hey, I'm glad it wasn't me. Like, people are like that. So we have to remember that people are people, and we have to think of it as such, please. Like I said, if you want to say something to them, say something to them, because what they said was really stupid and really ignorant and really single focused. Very single focused. So yeah, that's all. I'm just saying, while we're going through all this crap, let's be together. The comic book industry might be changing or falling. The entertainment industry might be changing. Like, everything is going up in the air and craziness right now. We don't know if things are going to go digital. We don't know if things are going to come back. There's going to be things that are gone forever. Like, let's look at the bigger picture that right now everybody just tries to be safe. And the people that don't, and they're exposing them and they expose their family, that's on them. And if they want to say stupid stuff, let them be that. In their area, let them deal with that. Just make sure you keep you and yours safe. And keep your hands washed and keep yourself together, okay? Let's be together. I got a lot of backlog, so some of these videos are going to seem old. I got reviews I need to do up. I just been a little busy. Like I said, I got family that can be exposed, so I've been helping out where I can. But let's just try to be a little better towards each other and call them out when they say stupid stuff, but stop trying to ruin their entire lives because of it. Because you're thinking of them having millions. Remember, oh, well, they got way more money. They got millions. They're fine. Well, there's people that look up at your life and go, man, you got a lot of money. You should be fine. I want yours. So remember, there's always somebody below your level or looking up to you going, you got way more. You can spare it. I've dealt with it. So that's all I'm saying. Just try to be kinder. Call them out when they do it, but let's not try to take everything away from a person for saying something dumb. Just saying something completely ignorant and stupid, okay? Everyone says stupid things. Everybody makes mistakes. He apologized. Some of them have, some of them haven't. Keep calling out the ones that haven't. But when they have, take the apology and roll. Or don't take the apology and roll. Be like, hey, I don't believe you. I'm done with you. And then be done with them. Simple as that. Let's just be better, all right? CSBA 53 signing off.